So the way you have to think about it, what are the essential features that you need which cannot be installed from the aftermarket,
Got it.
right? Which have to come factory fitted.
Like the engine.
Yeah. So, so actually for hatchbacks, one thing which I really find amazing that more and more people are looking for it is the rear windscreen wiper and defogger, right?
Correct.
Which frankly should be standard.
Yeah.
Right? Seat height adjustment should be standard. If you're sharing this car amongst the family members,
Correct.
everybody needs that little bit of adjustment to find the right driving position so they can enjoy that experience of driving the
Correct.
car. Right? These are things, according to me, should be standard. Tire pressure monitoring, right? More and more brands are offering it, but not everyone is. Maruti, for instance, somehow is not offering TPMS on lower variants. It's only on the higher variants. Whereas a brand like Renault is offering TPMS right from the quid.
Right.
And that's the basic TPMS where it's a deflation warning system. Whereas Kia, Hyundai,
They're constantly monitoring it.
They are giving you the tire pressure readouts.
Right.
So it's a full system versus a light system. Right. So these
and there are aftermarket alternatives too.
Yeah.
Tons of them. Yeah, they're all more or less all are Chinese made. There are a couple of Indian companies in there. I tried one of them and I had a terrible experience with them. But the other guys who've tried the same company system, it's called Sense Airy, is the name of the TPMS. They said that they've not had any issues. But I had issues with 2 sets on both my bikes. Okay. So I can't recommend it, but I know there's a legion of owners there who say Sense Airy works. And Sense Airy is 2,500 rupees for a bike and I think 5,000 rupees for a car. So at a relatively low cost, you can very quickly get a TPMS integrated into your car. So if it's not there, you can get it back.
Correct. Yeah. So in terms of features, it's simple. I'll go for the minimum.
Okay.
Right? It's the basics that you're looking for. So today, thankfully, the basics are standard.
Yeah.
Right? Dual airbags, seat belts, seat belts, ABS.
Seat belts with pressure sensors?
Seats with pressure, load sensors. Yeah. Those are short in supply, as you know.
Sometimes I do not understand how the car manufacturer thinks that this 15-18 rupees that they saved here, which obviously at scale is a lot of saving, but it makes the customer miserable. So the entire ownership experience is adding up to a great brand experience. I just don't understand.
We are talking about first-time car buyers. Imagine we are having a conversation about people buying their first cars, and that will be the majority for a long time to come.
Yes, but if we don't give them a great experience the first time out, the incentive to drive tomorrow is going to go away.
No, of course. But price sensitivity for them will be very high at this outset.
Yes, but I'm saying some of these decisions are stupidly price sensitivity creations. Like the load sensor, for example. You know it's going to interrupt their flow. Why would you even agree to that as hygiene? वो 7 लाख की गाड़ी is not become 9 lakh rupees because they put load sensors back, right? वो 7 का 7 10 ही होने वाला है ना.
So, I mean, for me, if I have to prioritize, I would take rear windscreen washer wiper as standard.
Yeah.
That is what I would prioritize even over the load sensors.
Sure.
I'll live with that pain.
Yeah.
Because that, for me, is a functional thing that I will need at times, right? Seat height adjustment. I need that, right? We are talking of rear parking sensors are standard now. Adjustable headrest for all occupants. That is really important. And that
is it a place to rest your head though?
It's a head restraint, right? So basically, its job is to prevent you from getting whiplash in case of
so I just want you to make sure you understand this, okay? Because this is often misunderstood and people will say car manufacturers don't know how to design the head rest.
Oh.
Okay, the rest is short for restraint. What its job is actually is not to rest your head. It's if somebody rear ends you, it's to stop your neck from snapping back. And I'm not doing the action because I'll go off mic and then the audio will be weird, right? But it's supposed to, you get rear ended, this happens. It's to it's to protect your neck from that whiplash. It's not a place to rest your head. A luxury car manufacturer who have the budgets and the technology can turn them into better angles and give you softer cushions, etc., where it does work when you try to rest your head. But on a budget car, it's not a place to rest your head. And because it's safety equipment, it is critical.
So the thing I want to actually remind you about is features are ways to get you to spend more money on things that you don't really need. You may convince yourself that you need them. That's your fault. You don't really need them. Think about it logically. And you may show them to your friends a couple of times, like collected car tech.
Yeah.
I don't get it.
Yeah.
I have no reason. I feel like saying that you pay me for putting connected car tech in my car.
Yeah.
I don't want it. You want my car to have ADAS? You pay me.
Yeah.
I don't want it.
Yeah.
Right? I may want that sound system and I'm being forced to buy the ADAS system.
Yeah.
Right? I don't really want it.
Yeah.
Right? So we will, for the excitement of something new, convince ourselves that we want it, but think rationally if it really makes your life better.
After listening to that, did you get the feeling that you were missing out? You should hold on to that feeling. Or you could go to the main MotorInc channel and the feeling will go away.